Angelfish to folks, good day. Today we are going to talk about keeping angelfish. I have kept angelfish for about a year now, and I have experienced a lot of things as I was keeping angelfish. Now, those things that I have learned, I will share them to you in order that you would be able to successfully keep them healthier in your care. Now, for some of you, you may be planning to keep angelfish because you think they're cool fish and they look nice, and so you are planning to keep them. And you're wondering what should be the things that I should be doing in order that I would be able to keep them healthy. Now, today I will be sharing to you the basic things that you need in order to keep your angelfish healthy. Now, there are three things that I would like to talk about this day. Okay, the first thing is the tank. The second is the medias or the filter or the filtration that you would be using. And then the last is about the water. Okay. Now, first is about the tanks. Now, according to my research, actually, some websites indicated it that each angelfish requires 10 gallons. Okay. Now, in my experience, I was successful even though I have kept them in a tank that would somehow provide them 6 gallon each fish. Now, it is up to you which measurement you'd be using. But for me, 6 gallon per fish was very successful for me. Okay. However, what may be successful to me may not be a success to you. So it's up to you which gallons you should be using. Should you use the 6 or the 10 gallon per fish requirements? It's up to you. But for me, 6 gallon was definitely okay already. Okay. Now, as we all know, even though we at first look we would already recognize that angelfish has long fins, which means the height of the tank should be at least 16 inches. Now, why is it that I would rather prefer 16 inches and then above? Because if you would like your angelfish to look good as they grow, you would want to keep them in a higher tank with a height at least 16 inches. Otherwise, there would be the fins would fold, and then for me it won't look nice. So if you want to to make them look good as they grow, you need to keep them in a tank with at least 16 inches high. Now, the length would depend on how many angelfish you would want to keep. But if you would want to start with number 6 or 8 pieces of angelfish, you can actually keep them in a 48 by 16 tank or 48 by 18 tanks. But if you really cannot afford it, you can start keeping them with a tank that has a size of 36 inches, and then the height would be 16, and then the width would be 16. Now, the bigger the tank, the better, because it means that it would be fine if you would be changing water less every week. The smaller the tank, it means that you are going to do a lot of water change a week. Like if, for example, if you have a bigger tank, you could be doing a one water change every 2 weeks, depending on how heavy you feed them and then the filtration that you have. But if you have a smaller tank, okay, even though you have a good filtration system, and then your feeding schedule is okay, not that heavy, you still have to do a lot of water change because they would excrete toxin in the water, like pooping and all those stuff that would release toxin in the water. Now you need to remove those things, otherwise it would harm your fish. So again, the first thing is you need to keep them in a tank at least 16 inches high. Okay. Now the length depends on your budget. But if you have enough money, you can actually give them 5 gallon, 6 to 10 gallons each fish. Now the next thing is, or let me pause the video and I'll show you the tank that I have kept them. Okay, I kept them here, and I've grown my angelfish breeder in this aquarium with length of 48 inches by the width is 16 inches and the height is 18 inches. Now I have transferred the breeding pair inside this tank. It's the length is 24 inches with a height of 12 inches and the width of 12 inches. Now the next thing that we would be talking about is the filtration system. Now for the filtration system, what you need inside your system is let me just fix this. Okay, what you need inside your filtration system is a mechanical filtration and the biological filtration. There are so many technical terms explaining those things, but in simpler way to explain it, mechanical filter means the filtration that would take away dirt, gunks, and the poops of the fish and all of the stuff that your eyes can see. On the other hand, biological filtration will filter those things that your eyes cannot see, like they would process the nitrates. Okay, they would turn it into a less harmful compound. Now these are the examples of mechanical filtration. This one, let me just take it out. This one, as we all know, it's called filter floss. There are where have I put it? Oh, it's there. You can also use this one. They serve as mechanical filtration. Now biological filter, on the other hand, these are one of the examples. This one. Now these are the ceramic rings. This one's the lava ring. Okay, you can use any of it to set up your filtration system. You can put it inside a bucket or a pail, and then you can also use this type of buckets. Okay, now if you would do a DIY filtration system or a DIY filtration box, you need to at least make sure that you have mechanical filtration and biological filtration inside the box that you are making. Okay, just make sure you have, again, just make sure that you have a mechanical and biological filtration inside the box that you are making. Now, what I am using is, actually I am using air pumps. I am using air pumps in my area because as you can see, I have a lot of tanks, and it will be very expensive if I would be using a water pump. But it is more advisable if you would be keeping angelfish, you would be growing them. It is very advisable that you would use water pump because it cleans water inside your tank more efficiently. But if you cannot afford a water pump, you can actually start using an air pump. There are many choices, many air pumps you can choose in the market. There are single pumps, and then there are dual pumps. The single, as we all know, is a lot cheaper than the dual, but both of them are not that expensive anyway. And then you can connect it with a sponge filter. Sponge filters are fine. Okay. Now, the last thing that we would be talking about is the water. Now, depending on your water supply. Now, okay. Now, in my case, the water where I am, the water that I am using to change my to change the waters inside my tanks is actually from our city supply. It means that the water that they are supplying us has chlorine because they are curing the water. And so what we need to do, if you're using the water from the water that your city supplies you, if you are using it, then you have to stock your water. The minimum requirement is at least 24 hours. And it's much better if you put an aeration system in the tub where you are stocking your water. Okay. Now let me show you where I have stocked my waters, the waters that I am using to change my fish breeding areas, my tanks, to clean it. Okay, let me show it to you. This is where I have stocked my water for water change. And I also have other drums where I stock waters. But that's it. Okay, let's do a quick recap. In order that you would be able to keep your fish healthier, your angelfish healthier, you need a tank that would provide them their home. Okay, and then you need filtration system, the mechanical and the biological filtration, and then you need your water safe as much as possible for your fish. Okay, now for the decoration, it depends on you, but I would like to keep it simpler, so that I would like to keep a bare bottom tank because it's a lot easier to clean it, and I would immediately see if there are dirts and um, gums that are laying at the bottom of the tank, and then it would be easier for me to clean it. Okay, that's it for now, and then for the next video I will be talking about how to select angelfish. Okay, thank you for watching my video, and please like and share my video and subscribe and click the bell button. Thank you, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.